Hello, Brenton with All Octane here. In this video, I'm going to open up some of the brand new Hot Wheels H-Case cars that I was able to find right off the pallet. I was able to find a pallet and that had a box H-Case, so I was able to get these. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted a video there. If you follow my shorts, if you follow my YouTube shorts, I put a video there as well. But let's get into opening these cars. I didn't get all of them at the same time. I had actually found an H-Case before I found the one on the pallet, so I found some of these cars in different places, but this assortment is mostly H-Case. There's a couple follow-overs of G-Case on here as well. I did pick up some fantasy castings, like I did pick up Teedoff too, mostly because golf is fun. You can disagree with me there, that's totally fine, but it's kind of fun. These also make great Father's Day gifts to people who like golf. You could put a golf ball on here. You can see right there, it says put the golf ball on there, and you can use it as a tee, or you can use it just as a display. I gave these as a gift to my coworkers one year because they all liked golf, and so I was able to get a little golf ball, put it on their form. They could put it on their desk. We've got some other fantasy castings like Cloak Dagger. This is part of the Art Car series. I don't know if I ever... Oh, I did pick up the treasure hunt version. I think there was a treasure hunt version of this, but I believe this car can open up. I think I'll have to deal with that later. But yeah, I think you can take this black piece off and there will be a piece underneath. Kind of Dia de los Muertos look. We've got a rail of sorts, rock and railer, just as it says, and you'll know that Richard Rawlings just recently put a rail, one of his favorite rails, back on the road from Texas. It's kind of cool, the engine wiggles like that. Fun stuff. We've got multiple art cars in this set. We had the first one with the Cloak and Dagger. Now we've got the Hot Wheels Ford Transit Connect in this. I actually really do like the color. If there's one thing that's going for this thing, it's the color. And this thing has a tiger on it. That's kind of fun. Gray bottom, gray wheels. We've got a 72 Ford Ranchero in red. That's also kind of fun. Not the best Tampa work, but still a cool car. We've got the Earth Day car that I'm going to open up, Solar Reflex. It's Earth Day for 23 on 422. Last year, I think there's multiple Earth Day cars, because I think last year we had the garbage truck, the recycling truck, and that was a lot of fun. We also have another fantasy casting plus Boone Shaker here in just a second, and Fast Feline, we'll get there. This one looked really cool though, HW4 track. Looks like it's for the track. It's new for 2023, and I do like open wheel cars, so it's kind of fun to see fantasy castings, even though they are fantasy castings. It's kind of fun to see them because it shows the imagination of what's, you know, race cars are so specific. Having something that you can kind of like play with the imagination and still create something very race looking is kind of nice. We've got the Fast Feline. This thing looks great in color. Like, doesn't that look amazing? It would have been cool if this was a super treasure hunt. It is not. It's not even a regular treasure hunt, but it's cool. It would have been cooler in a Super because it would have had the bronze 5-spoke, which would have been stunning. And that might have been a little bit deeper of purple Spectra Flame paint. The Fast Feline is not a slouch of a fantasy casting. This thing is really cool. I love the big back tires. The deco and the Tampa work on this thing is fantastic. They did a really good job with that. One more one is the Damascene Veloce, and we've seen this many times this year already, but again, no slouch in the fantasy department. Looks kind of like a 70s Lamborghini mixed with like sort of some of the muscle cars from America with JDM sort of hints here and there as well. It combines like the best of all three markets, and that's fantastic. All right, I guess I do keep noticing more and more fantasy castings, but that's okay. We've got the Glory Chaser. Now this would be the Super Treasure Hunt. Even though I found a pallet right off the, or even though I found a case right off the pallet, there was no Super Treasure Hunt in there, sadly. I just found a regular treasure hunt, which you'll see is right there. Really good stuff. We've got the Golf liveried, and this is, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of the fantasy castings lately have been on point. We've got Boone Shaker in red, part of the Hot Wheels Dream Garage. And I don't know, I won't get to go to the Hot Wheels Legends Tour this year, which is kind of sad. I haven't gone since, I think, the first year they did it, because they never have been around me. They've been too far away. But Bone Shaker is a very, very popular casting. We've got the Dodge van. And this casting has a pretty cool little go-kart inside of it. It would be cool if they actually put the actual Hot Wheels go-kart in there. But that's a scaled-down version of it. Part of the interior base, which is the bumper base. It's 3-part casting. Blue base, middle chrome plastic, and then the metal for the body. But that's great tampo work up front. Check that out. No tampo work in the rear. That's all right. Not too bad. We've got the Mustang NHR funny car. I'm so glad to see these funny cars back. I hope they make more of these, because funny cars are awesome. This one's slick. That's what it says. Massive back tires. Doesn't open like a funny car, but that's okay. It's nice to add it to the collection. We've got the Fiat 500, which is E. So this would be the electrical version, or the electric version. Nice tampo work. Great blue color. It's adorable. Nice to add this to the collection. We've got the gas Monkey Corvette. This would also be a supercharger hunt, but I don't know if this was for the G case or the H case. I think it might have been G case. Nice big back tires. Kind of like a satin finish to it. This will probably look good in just about any tampo work, simply because of the car that it is. We've got the Audi Sport Quattro in black. We've seen this many times now. Blues, reds, whites. We've seen it in Zamac. Now we've got it in black. This is probably one of the more better tampo works and colors. Kind of has that German engineering feel to it, German color, and I like the Pirelli on it. Nice white kind of dish wheels. That's good stuff. We've got the Fast and Furious Corvette Grand Sport. You can see it's got Fast and Furious right on it. And then we'll move to the tuned Charger here in just a second. We've seen this casting many times. I like the wheels on this one. Pretty good tampo work. Just kind of, it's so simple. I feel like they could do, well, there's not much more they can do with it. They've got the tuned 70 Charger. Check this thing out. It's adorable. New for 23. The tuned castings are definitely starting to become more and more popular, especially the castings that they're doing, like the Silverados. And now we've got the tuned Charger. And I think a tuned Supra is going to be on its way. I haven't seen that yet. That might be a G-Case car that I have missed. I'm still working on trying to find cars. We've got the Pagani R in blue. Yep. Just yep. Epic. We've got a Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. This one does not have the skinnies up front, so that's kind of nice. It can be a little bit more roadworthy. I feel like the original versions with the skinnies up front, that was the drag strip only, which honestly, it's NHR outlawed now at this point anyway. So look at those massive back tires. It's good stuff. Stunning in blue. Ah, man, this might just have to sit out on my nightstand. I gotta keep moving cars. We've got the Tesla Model Y in kind of this gray color. And I did find out that there is a Tesla store here in St. Louis. It's up by the Lamborghini dealer in Chesterfield, which is fantastic. So a lot of fun car things up that direction. We've got a red Nissan Z. Oh, I think we've seen this in blue and yellow. Now we've got it in red. I like the Nissan Z. I would purchase one if I could afford one. Good stuff. Great tampo work. I like it. We've got a black Matt and Debbie Hayes 88 Pro Street Thunderbird. I might have actually opened this up already. I can't remember. I didn't search through my videos. It doesn't have big back tires, which is a disappointment because it is a drag car, but it is still cool nonetheless. We've got a BMW i8 Roadster in gray, and it's got this brown interior. I'm trying to think, have we seen this before? It doesn't say new for 23, so we must have seen this. by Hot Wheels? Have we seen this by Hot Wheels? I know we've got it in Matchbox. Yeah, Matchbox has it. We've got the Jaguar IPace Etrophy. I do love the jumping kitty. That is a great logo, kind of like the Puma logo. But yeah, good stuff. Nice big back wing. Kind of looks like a Mitsubishi Eclipse there in the back. But hey, we've got a black Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Well, it says Wagoneer, but I believe back, well, could it have been a thing? I don't know. I guess there are some modifications to it. Great red stripe, satin black, kind of like a, well, that's maybe more of a matte, and then a satin on the hood. I love the red stripe. This thing's cool. That is very cool. We have a Honda CB750 Cafe in blue. I feel like I might have opened this up recently too. Oh well, might have been a G-Case carryover. We've got the Porsche Tycon Turbo S. Now, this doesn't quite have the same, it looks better in person. The casting just doesn't quite, I love the green, but the casting just doesn't catch the angles as well as the real life car. In real life, that Tycon looks amazing, in my opinion. We have the Honda CRX. Fun stuff, check that out. Nice red interior, gray paint job. Epic casting. We've got the Mazda Repu in like a teal color. Check that out. That is good stuff. We've got the Moon Eyes cool Combi. We've seen it in yellow. Now we've got it in gray. Brown interior. That's epic. We've got the Nova Gasser, 64 Nova Gasser. This is a Supernova in purple. Ah, man, I really like that. Check that out. Big back tires. Yep, that's epic. We've got the Lamborghini Sian, and finally we've got it in orange, which is awesome. I think we've had it in its launch kind of color in that like green. I forget what that green's called. We've got it finally in orange. That is epic. Oh, looks like I got the paper there. And then last up, we've got the Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG, so the Hammer. Yep, new for 23. Oh yeah, Mercedes. This is a long casting. Long, pretty solid. Great wheel choice. Great tampo work. No B-post, no B-pillar. Speakers, sunroof. Or it's a, wow, it's a built into the metal. That is epic. And then we do have, I'm not going to open it, but we got the Ducati 1199 Panagale. And this is a regular treasure hunt. You can see the logo right there on the package. It's right there. So a regular treasure hunt out of the H case. You can tell right there. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below of the H case. And until the next one, have a good one.